That shit's so good. Um, we're gonna be ranking 1 through 10, all the things you can do 1 through 10. So like, so like 0 out of 10 is 10th place out of the 10 numbers, right? Because 0 out of 10 is just so like lazy. Like if you don't like something, it could really be like a 3 or 2. If you're saying that shit's a 0 out of 10, I don't want you to give no redeeming qualities about said thing, right? Like if I watch a movie and I say it's a 0 out of 10, I would have had to not smile once at the whole movie, right? And not like, if somebody explained to me, right, I like this movie because this and this and this and this, and I could understand what they were saying, can't see 0 out of 10. So it's just like, it's the rare circumstance something really is a zero, right? But then how often 0 out of 10 is said, right? It's not. It's not really that. You know what I'm saying? Next we got 7. 7 out of 10 is a cop out. Like, let's be so fucking for real right now. 7 out of 10 is such a cop out. If you don't like necessarily love something, but you don't want to be rude to somebody, you're finna say 7. Cause there's only 3 things better than 7. But there's a lot more worse than 7, right? But you put it lower. Like seven's a cop out. Like if I think something's a 3 out of 10, I don't want to tell nobody it's a 3 out of 10. 7. So it's like the most common shits, right? So like, right, eighth. I don't know. I think eighth will be like one. And I'll say one is eighth because like the scale is theoretically 1 through 10. So anybody who takes that literally and doesn't think of zero, right, will say one. So it's like another cop out to zero. But then again, if you say one, you can be like, you could see how somebody likes the movie, but there's no shot ever you will like said movie or thing. Like this isn't just movies, yada yada. But when I think about this and this and that and that and that and 1 10s, and I just sort of think about movies first. But like one through 10 is also kind of a cop out. Seventh, we've got. Damn, I don't know. Seventh. I feel like. Uh, uh. I feel like 7 got to be like. 7 got to be 5. Because when is something ever like you like it the same amount as you don't like it? Like that don't ever happen. So like you're either a little bit up, a little bit below, or something of the sorts, right? So like if you're saying like who says 5 out of 10? Yeah, that's a 5 out of 10. You a 5 out of 10? I like that. 5 out of 10. Nobody says that. You either go like if you liked a little more, you go 6. If you liked a little bit less, you go 4. Speaking of 4, 4 is 6th. Um, I don't have too much of an opinion. I feel like 4 is close enough to 5 to where like if something's so bad it's all the way down to 4, like you could say 4, just give it a 3. Cause then you're like fence sitting a little bit. You're fence sitting a little bit if you're on that 4 number. So just like go down to 3 or something, right? And I think next we have. I think next we do have 3 out of 10 because like 3 out of 10's pretty bad. But if you really don't like something, I think 2 is just the perfect thing to be like, yeah, this is horrible. But like, obviously, you could be subjective. Like certain things, like if there's something I'm watching and I don't like it and I don't think it's good, but like a big part I don't like is the comedy, right? Comedy is subjective, so therefore that little subjectiveness of the comedy gives it that little 2. That like I could see how somebody likes this comedy, yada yada uda uda, or like how somebody likes this concept, yada yada uda uda. So like that's what I'll do there. I think next I definitely go 8. I think 8 means a lot, but it's just there's better, right? I think eight's like close to that cop out, but also 8 means you feel like stronger about it. So like if you kind of like something, but you can't really name too many negatives, you're probably just throwing up the 8, which is why 8 has lost its meaning a little bit. Like if you enjoyed something, but you don't think it's really that good, you just kind of enjoyed it, you'll probably throw it like an 8, like a little 8 or something, like a little 8 or something, right? Next I have 10 out of 10. Oh, oh no. Anyways, next I have 10 out of 10 because 10 out of 10 is overused, bro. 10 out of 10 means perfect, and people be saying 10 out of 10, and they don't mean 10 out of 10. Like 10 out of 10, perfect score. You can't do any better, and everybody says 10 out of 10. And they don't mean that shit. So it's lost its meaning. That's why it's all the way down here at what would be actually fourth, but it's at third. I gotta change all of this. Alright, so I messed up. Right. I messed up. There's 3 left, yada yada, uda uda. Everything's down 1. I fixed it. In third place goes 6 out of 10. I feel like 6 out of 10's like 6 out of 10's that perfect spot where you're like, you don't like it that much, right? But you can really see how, like, 6 out of 10 has the most potential. Like if you watch something for the first time and it got a 6 out of 10, there's chance you watch it again and it goes up like an 8, 7, 9, 10, right? But there's also like that 6 out of 10 is like where you really start to respect other people's opinions, you know what I'm saying? Like if something's a 6 out of 10, you can see how somebody would like it. You can see how it would be that good, or how a difference in taste could move it up or down for somebody. So 6 out of 10 is a really good and like open and honest rating right there. And next I got 2. 2 out of 10 is 2 out of 10 is like the perfect bad ranking, because like it's just like a better 3, but like 3 isn't bad either, right? Like the bad numbers, like from 4 down, these are bad numbers, right? But like 3 starts the good numbers. Like 3 is cool. 2 is like 2. I feel like 2 is like a movie. Like 2 is like something where like you hate it. You hate it, but you can still tell how a difference in opinion would make somebody somewhat tolerate it. Like you don't ever want to see this again. You don't ever want to deal with this again. But like different people and stuff like that. But you can never see, like 2 and 6 are like two sides of like the same coin. Like 6 is for that upper half, 2 is for that the lower half, right? So like for 2, you can see how somebody has it as like a 5, but you can't see how somebody has it as like a 6 or a 7. Fuck. But you can see how somebody has it at like a 5 or 4 or 3, right? But you can't see none of those other numbers above that bottom half threshold. And next we have 9 out of 10. 9 would be probably second to 10, but when somebody says 9 out of 10, you know they mean it, right? Because they're not giving you the false like fog of it being perfect. they're letting you know, like, yeah, there's flaws, but I really enjoy whatever this is. And also 10 out of 10 with how often 10 out of 10 is used. Like, you can't trust 10 out of 10. That's why there's that fog there. Like, oh, it's perfect, but it's not perfect. Which 9 out of 10 tells you it's not perfect, but it's right there. Like, it's really good. It's great. And that's what that 9 out of 10 is telling you. So, if the best number to rate something, 9 out of 10. Second, 2 out of 10. Third, 6 out of 10. Fourth, 10 out of 10. Fifth, 8 out of 10. Sixth, 3 out of 10. Seventh, 4 out of 10. Eighth, 5 out of 10. Ninth, 1 out of 10. And 10th, 7 out of 10. As well as 0 out of 10 at 11th. It's a cop out right here. That's why it's 11. I feel like that's good. I feel like you might be able to change around like 3. Like 3 could probably go higher. 8's low-key kind of becoming a cop-out because it's nicer than 7, and everybody thinks 7 is a cop-out. Like, people will ask people questions and be like, can't say 7. Like, that's such a cop-out. Like obviously.